guys, it's sunny outside, so I thought I would take the opportunity as I'm preparing to shoot another video to talk about these new Rephr brushes. They are coming out with 3 new brushes and they're coming out on Thursday. I'm not sure if this video will be up on Thursday or Friday. Today's Wednesday. And I wanted to try them out for you. Here's the deal. This is for the concept store, and the concept store is where they develop product. So you buy the product at a deep discount with the provision that you promise to give them feedback. And it's not like, oh, give me a good review. You know how you buy something, give us a review. It's not that. They actually want your input so they can make improvements before they release it, let's say a hard release. So this is a soft release in the concept store. Somebody said to me, I'm curious that they went ahead and did synthetic. They did synthetic because they're a company that listens to their customer, and a lot of people ask them, would you do synthetics for liquid and cream products? I will say that I find goat, which is what their other brushes are. All of their brushes are goat. They're made in Japan. They're handcrafted. They're really, really lovely brushes. They, excuse me, work fine with creams. So here's one of them. This is my Rephr 33. It's goat, and it works fine with a cream. However, it looks like it's dirty, and it's not. This is clean. The cuticle is more open than with a synthetic, so your brushes will stain, but I do find goat works just fine. However, for foundation, not so much. For foundation, you definitely want to use synthetic. So what they have is the B02, and this is a kabuki, a slanted kabuki. This is for foundation. Then they have an eyeshadow brush B03, and I'm not going to be doing this today because the video that I'm shooting right after this is for the Natasha Denona. I wanted to do a couple of different looks. And then the other one is the B01, and this is for concealer. It's a mini kabuki, and I'm not sure about this shape, I gotta tell you. So I do have this other video to shoot, but I have to have my foundation on for it, so I thought we'd just shoot this. And now I have to find my foundation. I guess the beauty of having so many foundations is as my skin changes tone, I can usually find something that's going to work for me. What's most frustrating is when I can't. And I'm doing the NARS. This is the Radiant something or other. I'll post it down below, and I'll probably have a link right here in the shade Santa Fe. It doesn't work for me all the time. I have 3 shades of these, and NARS doesn't have a great shade for me, but they have a fantastic shade range. So I kind of mix and match, which I don't like to do, but I tried this the other day. It was cloudy, but I'm pretty sure it was a pretty good match for me right now. I've got my sunscreen on already, and it's been on for about 10 minutes. So shaky, shaky. A little goes a long way. Those are small little pumps. I'm going to spread it out on my hand a little bit because I don't think you should just dip into a mountain of foundation. Work it into the brush evenly. Looks like that. And give it a go. I do find that foundation brushes absorb a lot of foundation, and you're going to go through your foundation much quicker. If that's not a problem for you, not to worry, but just worth mentioning. It's really a smooth application. The coverage is not as good as using my fingers or Beauty Blender, but it's super, super smooth. The only brush that I really like is the not the Hot and Flashy, the BK Beauty brush. But for me, I prefer fingers or Beauty Blender, and oftentimes fingers and Beauty Blender, but this is super smooth. There are no streaks, no unevenness. That's 2 pumps for one side of my face. I'm just going to bring you in so you can see what's going on. Really, really smooth and pretty fast. Okay, I'm going to have to do 2 more pumps. That's the bummer. But on the other hand, I do have a lot of foundation, and waste not, want lot. waste not, want not. If I can kind of get rid of my foundation, it's not a bad thing. And I don't feel so bad about buying yet another foundation. I like this angle because it allows me to get very specific right by my hairline. And you can, as you can see, drag or stipple. And it doesn't seem to matter which technique you use. I'm still not going to get brush strokes. No, it looks really good. I'm just going to take whatever's left and bring it down my neck a little bit. I don't want to stain my clothes that I'm going to be wearing for this other video, but the neck is red. Okay, I think that's pretty darn pretty. That's really, really nice. Okay, let me just wipe off my hand, and I got to figure out a concealer. I'm going to take the Givenchy Prism Libre on my hand. I'm not sure the color is really, really going to work here. And I would love to mix it with something else. I'm going to mix it with the Dior, just because I feel there's a little bit of yellowness going on. Take this brush, which is the B01, and mix these two together on my hand. Looks like it's going to be a good color. So there's nothing left. There we have here. I think it's working fine, but it's kind of big for this area right here. If you have bigger eyes, if you don't have hollow eyes, this will be fine for you. And for me, it works. It's just, I'm really used to the Angie, where is it? The Hot and Flashy, which is quite a bit smaller. See how big this is? I think, you know, if I were to make a comment for them to make an improvement, maybe a little bit smaller, because not all of us have big eyes, and it works, but it feels a little bit uncomfortable for me. However, that doesn't mean that it wouldn't work for other applications. For instance, if you were using your concealer on your face, you want to cover up some things, and I guess we'll try that in a second. Let me just do another mix here. Now I have a lot more on. And just right in here, I just feel like it's a bit big. I do like that it's slanted, so I can just turn it around and put that tip right in here in the inner corner, and boom, see how it really lightens everything up? Well, it's easy to use, I will say that. I'm just going to go around my nose a little bit. Around here. For instance, I have a dark spot. Oh, it's kind of covered up. It's around here somewhere. Perfect for that kind of thing. If I want to just blend out right up here, it's great for that. It's just a matter of your facial structure. Could be very helpful around the hairline. I'm just not sure, for me personally, if this is going to work for me for under the eyes, but I'll continue to play with it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having tools. The more tools you have, the better, I say. Yeah, so that's going to be it. It's going to be a very, very short video. I got my hair cut yesterday and it's not holding in its bun. So here we have the B03 eyeshadow, and it's a bit fluffy, but it is also dense. And then we have this slanted kabuki B02, really, really like this, and the B01, which is perfectly lovely, but I mean, it did cover. It's not like I used it and I thought missed an area. It's just a little awkward to me. It feels a little bit big, but it did a good job, although I think I just took some off. And I have a little troughing, so I'm going to take this tip. Let me show you. See how it's slanted here? Take this tip, look up, and blend out that trough a little bit. No troughing on the other side though. Okay. Alright you guys, there is a very quick demo giving you an idea of what it is and why it is, where it is. Rephr sales starts on Thursday, and these usually go until they sell out. I think it's all three of them for $36 or $38, which they said in their email, it's deep discount. And that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope it was helpful, and I got some more Rephr news coming up. I received a bunch of brushes from them and want to do a giveaway, 3 giveaways, but that will be like in a week or so. I still haven't heard back from people that I'm doing the other giveaway with. So thanks for hanging out. Hope it was helpful. Hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe, be smart, and wishing you good health.